I've been indulging in the Apple ecosystem for a while now, ever since I got this bad boy right here. And I decided to compile all the shit that's been pissing me off from both sides. And it's like, it's more like an objective review of iOS itself versus Android. Now I decided to note down every single thing that annoyed me while I was using both shit. Like I've been daily driving this. This is the S10 5G, the Apple XR. Now here's the thing, right? I can't compare both these two because this is like a fucking flagship device. This is Apple's budget model, which is why I brought out my S9 Plus, which came out roughly at the same time as this. These both were the same generation, and like even though this is a flagship, I'm not gonna be comparing shit like camera quality and speed. Yeah, let me make the shit clear. I will not be comparing hardware shit like that, okay? Because that would be unfair, because no one gives a shit about hardware and space. Like if we're talking strictly about iOS versus Android, hardware doesn't really matter now, does it? Hardware only matters when you're going into the budgeting of the shit. You pay for expensive device, you get good hardware. That's how it is. I'm talking strictly about like the operating system itself. Alright, so now let's get started. So I'll be comparing the features from the S9 to the S10 Plus, which came out the same exact time as the iPhone XR. So yeah, let's get this shit started. Alright, the iPhone's notification system is fucking awful. The notifications, so I got all these fucking notifications on here, right? When I close my notification bar, you'd see there is no fucking indication of any of these notifications. So when I'm using the phone, unless I see the notification popping up on my screen, the moment it goes away, it's like fucking disappears out of existence. Meanwhile, on my Android, you can see up here, it says, hey buddy, you got a notification. You got a notification. Hey, did you know that you got a notification? Like I can just glance at my screen and know that I have a notification just by looking at it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to open the notification to see that I have notifications. It's just there saying, hey buddy, you got some notifications out here. I've missed like every time I'm on this device, right, I'm missing people's texts just because like I forget to look at this. Like if I don't respond right away, it's gone. I'm not as productive because the notifications been shittier. So let's talk shit about Android. The picture-in-picture on iPhone is so much better now. I get it, Android came up with picture-in-picture first, but we are comparing the features of this phone. Alright, now they're both the same age, okay? That means even though this has the new updated picture-in-picture, this doesn't. So Android lose a point there because they're not supporting all devices as much as they should be. This one, like, so one of the things that I really don't like about picture-in-picture in this, you can't resize the picture-in-picture window, but on this, you can resize the picture-in-picture. Let me show you an example real quick. So I got this video here, right? On iOS, I can just do that and have the picture-in-picture thing take up half of the screen, but on the Android, I can't because they did not release that update in time. So yeah, when iPhone did this picture-in-picture, they did it much better than Android. And another thing I really like about iOS is the alarm sounds are just significantly better. If you've never heard an iOS alarm sound, let me play. This is the default iOS alarm sound, alright? There is no way you're not waking up to that shit. Now let me play the alarm sound on my phone, alright? I had to manually go in and change the alarm sound for every single fucking alarm because it was so ass. Like it's trying to put me back to sleep. I have yet to see an Android with a proper alarm. They just be like to like shut the fuck up, you know what I'm saying? Dog, ain't nobody waking up to that shit. Holy fuck, it is so bad. Like it's even worse on this. It's even worse on this. Like, you know what? While we are here, let me show you the alarm on this. I have 3 of these bitches alarming me in the morning, and guess which one wakes me up? Yeah, this one. Now, while we are talking about alarms, iPhone, just because they got good alarm sounds doesn't mean the alarm is great. It's fucking awful, alright? So let's say I have like 1,000 alarms set in the morning, right? Let's say I wake up early. I don't remember the alarms. I forgot that I set those alarms, and I don't know where I'm going through my day. I'm at work. Yeah, the fucking alarm went off. Now here's the nice thing on Android. So you set up an alarm, and 30 minutes before the alarm goes off, it will send you a notification saying, yo, do you still want this alarm to go off? And you can just say no, cancel that alarm for the day. this fucker don't do that shit. It's so annoying. It pisses me off so much. Like I'll have to wake up and then go in there and disable the alarm. So even though it has better alarm sounds, the alarming system on it is fucking ass. The biometrics on iOS is 1,000 times better. It's just amazing. It works great. It's the smoothest biometric system I have ever experienced. And here's the thing, I do not trust biometrics on any Androids. I must say I genuinely do not. But I don't even use fingerprint, none at all. But I've always used passwords and shit like that. But for the iPhone, I've been actively using the facial recognition shit, because it just works great, it's reliable, and I sort of trust it better than any other Android's biometric system. I don't know why. And when I even have like other apps also look behind the biometrics shit, it just works so seamlessly, I don't even notice it's there. The developer experience on iPhone is fucking awful, bro. Like, let's say you're an app developer and you want to make apps, so you're developing it for the iPhone and the Android. Right? On Android, you build it on either Linux or Windows or Apple. Nobody gives a shit. You build an APK file, you send it over to your phone, you install it, you're done. It's that easy. You just give the APK file to your phone and it's done, right? This motherfucker. So you have to buy the phone, okay? And then you have to buy a MacBook, okay? And then you have to pay Apple $99 a year just to put that shit in here. And you can't even share it with others. Yeah, did I tell you that? You can't even share that shit. On Android, if you build an app and if you want to share it with your friends, you can just share the APK file. Not on this, bruh. Not on this shit, bruh. You can't do that. No. You can't do that. It's not possible. It's illegal. So yeah, it's just got so bad. Now, but there's one thing I really like about this. The iCloud alternative email system, I love it. They just give you a burner email that you can use, and other websites can't track you using your email. I love that shit. That is so amazing. I really wish if Android would implement such a similar feature. And the other thing I really like about iOS is the camera support is great. All apps, the camera, amazing. That's probably why everyone is like, oh yeah, get an iPhone for social media shit. And you know what, I kind of understand it. You know, if I want to post a story or whatever, I'm not doing that shit on any of my Androids. I'm doing it on the iPhone because the camera support is great. Now, as a developer, I understand why the Android's camera system is trash. I've actively tried to take full advantage of Android's camera APIs and shit, and it's just not worth it. I mean, it is worth it, but it's just so much work to get the shit to work. I'll be honest. It's like I can see why a lot of developers don't go the extra mile, and even if they do, it's still not the same. So yeah, camera, iPhone wins no matter what when it comes to camera support. Now, camera quality, that's the whole other discussion. Like I said, all that depends on what brand you go for and how much money you're willing to throw at it. I'm not going to speak on the camera quality, but the camera support significantly better on iOS. One shit that really pisses me off about iPhones is the keyboard. It is literally the worst typing experience ever. Now you might be like, what do you mean it's the worst typing experience ever? I type amazing on iOS. Yes, you would be typing amazing on iOS if you don't know how much better it could be. If you even experience for a second how much better it could be, you can't go back to it now. So iPhone, the only thing that iPhone has better over Android is you can copy images from anywhere. You can go into your gallery and tap on it and it will do the automatic background removal and all that shit. That is fucking amazing, right? But Androids, they have this thing called clipboards where you can pin clips. So I can just have my little clipboard, right? Where I can save my account details and shit like that. Like for example, let's go here. So I just took a screenshot, right? And when I took a screenshot, see that thing? That is the image that I just screenshot. And when I tap on it, boom, it selects that image that I just selected, that I just screenshotted. Like the images I screenshot are in my clipboard. And another thing that I can do in my clipboard is I can pin stuff. So I can, if I want to, I can pin my account number. And whenever I click my clipboard, I can just tap on that shit and send it right away. I have Gigity saved to my clipboard. It's pretty cool. So I typed down to some shit right now. What if I want to individually go to some, look at that, it's trying to select the whole fucking word. It's so fucking annoying. And if I want to like move the thing around, I have to do this. That shit is so fucking lame. Like why the fuck would I want a trackpad on my phone? That shit dumb as hell. Who came up with this idea? On an Android, it's so much simpler, bro. You would not believe it. Just tap where I want to go. And if I want to select the word, I just double tap that bitch. And that's so much easier. Isn't that so much fucking easier? And not to mention, I got this thing over here where I can, it's literally like a keyboard inside a keyboard with like the arrow thing. So I can use that to move around shit. Oh my god, bro. Like, unless you, if you use it, and then you have to not use it, you'd be like, oh my god, like, you don't know what you did. You don't know what it's like you don't appreciate how good things are until you don't have them and you don't realize how amazing they are. It's so fucking good. And iPhone is like fucking in the cave ages, bro. Like, they are in the fucking caveman era when it comes to the typing experience. It can't compete. They're really not the user friendly, I'll be honest. Like, iPhone is really user friendly in some aspects, and in other aspects it's fucking trash. How many of you know how to go backspace on the calculator app? Let me show you. If you don't know how to go to backspace, right, on the calculator app, where is it? So let's say I wrote some numbers, right? Now how do you go backspace? Well, this is how you go backspace. Yeah, you have to fucking swipe that bitch away. And you can't even edit individual. You can't like fucking tap to select which number to remove. Like, why? It's like they actively made the calculator, but I have no idea why they would do that. They do have really cool fucking animations. That shit's smooth as fuck. That shit fluid as fuck. It's great. It's so sexy. I wanna just keep on using the phone because of how good the animation and shit feel. It's like, it's pretty fucking great, I ain't gonna lie. Apple definitely wins that department. I don't give a shit how good of animations Xiaomi phones have, or Samsung phones have, or Google phones have. They just can't compete, bro. They just can't compete.
The monkey's the eye in the sky. He sees everything.
That's Mr. Potato Head to you, Smoothie.
Multitasking is like 1,000 times better on Android. Let me show you something. Alright, y'all ain't ready for this. Wait, wrong phone. Yeah, let me show you guys this, right? So I'm here. I got a notification, right? See that little Telegram bubble right there? That's because somebody texted me. Now, do you want to see what happens when I click on that? It pops up Telegram inside a little window that I can move around. And if I want to, I can minimize it and it goes there. Like, look at that. Ain't that fucking amazing? Isn't that fucking amazing? You can do fuck ton. You can have as many of these bitches you want on your screen, and I be taking full advantage of it. I be playing fucking games, and that shit pop up. I can just open it up and reply and minimize that shit. Get back to the game. So let's say you're on YouTube, you got a really important text, right? You want to respond to that bitch. Do you really want to leave YouTube, have the video post? No, I tap on my little bubble and boom, I reply right then and there. It's so amazing. iPhone simply cannot match the multitasking thing of Android, and Android also have like split screen. iPhone does not have split screen.
Bro, please, bro, why you do?
This shit pisses me off so much when it comes to iPhone. Sometimes iPhone will just not let you make a hotspot unless you get the permission from your carrier, aka Dirago. I saw that shit. I was so fucking mad. I took the SIM card out of it and I swapped it. I put it in a different phone. Like, fuck that shit, bro. I'm not doing that. I'm not going over to fucking Dirago and be like, bro, please let me make a hotspot. No, fuck that shit. You're telling me I pay my money for this shit, right? And then they're gonna be like, yo, bro, you can't do the thing. You can't do the thing. You're gonna have to go and ask somebody else for permission. No, fuck that. You're my phone. You do what I fucking tell you to do. Like, what the fuck? Who came up with this tomfoolery? That shit is so fucking ass. I'm not dealing with that shit. Nah. Did you know that on iPhone, if you swipe up, let's say you got an alarm, right, while you're using the phone, and you swipe up to like dismiss the alarm, that shit just snoozing. It's not even turning off the alarm. I found that out the hard way. I was at work and my alarm, which would tell me that I'm late for work, goes off, right? And I swiped that bitch up, and like 5 minutes later I'm in a meeting and my fucking alarm goes off. I'm confused as fuck. I didn't set this many alarms, so I swiped that bitch up again And then later, 5 minutes later, it comes up again. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then this time I press and hold on the alarm, the notification thingy, right? And then it's like, oh, would you like to either stop the alarm or snooze it? Why is snooze the default option? It's supposed to stop when you swipe that shit away. Oh my god. The worst thing about iPhone is its alarm system and its typing. And honestly, other than that, if you fucking love Apple shit, just go for it. I don't give a fuck. Like, if you like Android, go for it. At the end of the day, it is whatever you like, you know. I'm just here complaining about the shit that I noticed when I experienced both platforms. So if you want to disagree with me or whatever the fuck, you can do that in the comments, and maybe there's some shit I was wrong about. You know, if I was wrong about something, I would love to like be corrected on it. So you guys can just go around the comments, let me know what you think.